As we start this week in the stars, it's the planet that's the star. Mars is doing what?
It is Mars, the planet of ego-oriented projection. It's the energy planet. Went into Libra the second week in December. Normally it runs through a sign in 6 weeks, but it's retrograded, meaning moving backwards. And so it retrograded in March. And for the last 2 months, we've all, wherever Mars is in your chart, is where you're trying to get something going and just can't seem to give it life or get it off dead center. And now that it's gone direct, it's going to be moving forward, and we also can move forward. So I thought I'd tell everybody where they can expect things to go forward. So for Geminis, because that's the sign we're in, Mars and Libra is their 5th house of love affairs, creativity, amusement, pleasure, sports. And Geminis have been struggling in their love relationships, and at least they'll know where they stand and they'll be able to go forward with it one way or the other. For Cancers, it's in their 4th house of home, and they've been wavering back and forth in Libra. What do I do? Do I sell my house? Do I fix on my house? Which do I do? And they finally have enough information to make an informed decision and go forward. And my guess is that they refurbish their existing home rather than getting a new one. For Leos, it's in their 3rd house of day-to-day living. This has to do with contracts, negotiations, and forming like a work partnership. And it's not where you marry somebody else professionally, but you work with somebody else to achieve a goal for the Leo, which will pay off by the first week in August, which is good. For Virgos, spending a ton of money. And Virgos have been spending money left and right since December, money they have, and sometimes money they don't have. So at least they will no longer be duplicating their expenses, which is a good thing. And they also get the opportunity to make more money, and they should jump at that. For Libra, Mars is in their sign, and they've been trying so hard to establish their own identities and put forth their own agenda, and they haven't gotten anywhere. But now, with Mars going direct, it's all about the Libra, and it's about the Libra getting what the Libra wants. So that's Nikki and Andrew. It's good for both of them. For Scorpios, not such a good placement of Mars, but the good thing is they find out who has been working against them. And Scorpios have to be careful because they've aligned themselves with somebody who is really after their own interests rather than the Scorpios. But at least the Scorpio can see their way clear and know what to do as a result of it. For Sagittarians, great energy for them because it's a matter of them achieving a long-standing hope, wish, goal, or objective. And it's going to take a group to do it rather than just the Sagittarian by themselves. So they need to embrace their male friends to help the Sagittarian get what the Sagittarian wants out of it. For Capricorn, it's in their 10th house of career and public standing. And they also have been wavering back and forth. Do I stay at my job? Do I look for another job? What's going on with my job, with my career? And at least they get a straight answer over the next 6 weeks or so about what direction they need to take that career. And the equitable thing, maybe not fair, but the equitable thing happens to them professionally. For Aquarians, the law's on their side. And you know how I feel when the law's on your side. You want to use it. And this is something that's been pending since December, but at least it goes forward. And my thought is that it has a very favorable resolution for the Aquarian, either legal or educational matters. For Pisces, like Virgo, spending a boatload of money. Only Pisces don't have the money to spend. So it'll be nice when that hemorrhage stops, that financial bleeding comes to an end for them, and they need to maximize an existing resource rather than looking for a new one. For Aries, it's in their 7th house of partners. Everybody is calling Aries to task. Aries has said, I want to do this, 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 and this. The universe is going, okay, put your money where your mouth is. Let's see what you got. And they've been preparing for this debut, so time to put your best foot forward, Aries, and act. And then for Taurus, the last sign, it's in their 6th house of work. And Tauruses have been trying very hard to consolidate their work environment to something they can manage, to get something reasonable, to get a little bit of help in doing it. And they have not been successful with that. Well, that changes over the next 6 weeks or so, and they find that they have the partner that they need to go forward in the direction the Taurus wants it to go. So it's not necessarily a new job. It is an obstacle that had been in their way, gets out of their way, and a clearer career path for the Taurus. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac. And oh, thank God, Mars is finally direct and gives us 2 weeks before Mercury retrograde. So I'll be quiet now.
I didn't want to hear that.
Yeah, to get me thrown out of the studio. So the most important thing is that at least that's direct, and our energies will be paying off. So that's a good thing.
That's all good. We'll see you next week with more good news.
Pleasure.